Hi, I'm Michty Maxx and I'm here to share this makeup look with you. It's based on Lzzy Hale from Hailstorm's general look. I created this tutorial for Cut Out and Keep's Makeover Monday, and I chose Lzzy Hale because I think her singing voice is absolutely amazing and Hailstorm rocks. Funnily enough, her go-to look is really similar to mine and what I always used to wear on stage. It's a dark smoky eye and a red lip. I've chosen inspiration from a few photos off her Instagram, which include her on stage and some promo shots, as well as her doing some public appearances too. Now let's rock that face. I'm going to start by priming my lid with Too Faced Shadow Insurance. Then I'm going to take this MAC paint pot in Background and apply it with the Makeup Geek Outer V brush. I'm just going to grab a bit of that on the end of the brush, and then apply it to the eye along the lash line. Then I'm going to blend that up towards the crease. Then I'm going to grab the Real Technique Space Shadow Brush and blend that out. If you want to touch more product, just dab your brushes together like so, and then blend a bit more. You want to keep the eyeshadow in a rounded shape, because that's how Lzzy Hale wears it. This is the first time I'm using this brush, and it's actually really great. I love it so far. I knew I would. I'm also going to take a touch of that paint pot and put it on the lower lash line too. Keep that close to the lash line, and then blend it out with the base shadow brush. Join up the lower lash line on the outer corner to the upper lid, and keep that curved shape. For the eyeshadows, I'm going to use two different shadows to get the look Lzzy Hale has. There's this matte black from Sugar Pill, which is called Bulletproof, and then I've got a shimmery grey from Inglot, which is number 451. So I'll go in with the base shadow brush and take the matte black first. I'm going to apply that along the lash line closest to the lid. Start blending that black up towards the crease. Then what you want to do is get the slate shimmery grey shadow and take that up into the crease, and soften that out up towards the brow bone. Grab some more of the matte black and blend those two together. Just overlap them. For a natural skin colored highlight, I'm going to use this shadow from Inglot. This is the number 101R Rainbow Shadow, and I'm going to use the lightest color with the Sugar Pill eyeshadow brush and apply that to my brow bone. This also helps blend out your lid shadows. You can also take that around the side to clean up your work. You can go back to your base shadow brush that you used on the lid and blend that out if you've lost some pigmentation. I think shimmery shadows are really good for on stage because they catch the light and look really cool. Now we want to get some of this black smudgy stuff onto the lower lash line. Very carefully get a touch of the Bulletproof and apply that along the lash line. Then grab the base shadow brush and the slate color and slightly blend the lower lash line out. So keep that eye shape to an oval, not a point, which is what I usually do. I'm just refining some of the crease blending with what's left on the brush, the slate shade. Since Lzzy Hale sort of has hooded eyes, I want to take this up so you can see it when my eyes are open. And then you can go back in with your highlight color and blend that out further. Make that nice and soft. I'm just blending out the edges with the highlight brush. Just get that to fade out nicely. Getting a bit more of a smoky effect on the bottom. You can go in with the highlight brush there too. I'm sure what's used in this picture is something from MAC that I don't have, so what I'm going to use is the Urban Decay Naked One palette, and I'll grab the Shadow Virgin, and over the top for a bit of gold shimmer I'll add NARS Albatross Highlight, and I'm using the Sigma Shader lid to do this. Just going to pop a little bit of that on the inner corner and blend it out. This will open up your eyes if you have slightly closer together or smaller eyes. And also I think it looks really nice usually. And I'm blending that up into the inner corner too. And then grab some of that blush highlighter from NARS and layer it over the top. I'm going to grab that highlight brush from before and just blend the top of this out. Just softening up these edges now. Want to get a good blend. Now onto the waterline and the tight line, and I'm going to use the Inglot number 77 gel liner, and I'm going to use a pencil to apply it. Just any old pencil, and just smear the end in that, and then apply it to your waterline. Now you want to smudge that in, so I'm going back to the Outer V brush from Makeup Geek, and I'm going to run that along my lash line. After we've done that, we can curl our lashes. Now for my lashes, I'm going in with CoverGirl Clump Crusher. And then for the bottom as well, I want to keep the blown out appearance. So what I'm going to do is clean up mostly around it, but then I'm going to leave some so I can blend it into my foundation. You can also use the makeup wipe to clean up your shape as well. I'm going to do my brows, and I'm going to go in with Browsings from Benefit. I'm just going to grab the powder side with the brow brush from Real Techniques, and this is the Browsings in Light. Then I'm going to go back to that Sugar Pill brush that I used for the highlight, and I'm going to buff around the eyeshadow again. And I can also add some of the 101R shadow around there as well. This gives you a nice kind of hazy look if you kind of blend your foundation and your eyeshadow over each other. You can use the deluxe shadow brush and whatever's on that to actually buff around the edges if you want a bit more darkness. For the rest of the face, I'm just going to add some Albatross highlighter from NARS to the tops of my cheeks, and I'll use a Hakuhodo S113 brush for that. And because I haven't used it yet, I'm going to use NARS Orgasm Blush for the cheeks, and I'm going to apply that with the Real Techniques blush brush. I'm using both of these for the first time, so let's go. Oh, this brush feels so nice on the face. This is a lovely brush to use. I thought it would be too big, but yeah, it's so soft and it's really good. You can just use the end and not worry about getting too much on you. For the lips, I like to remove any powder and foundation that's on them, so I'm going to use this Garnier Micellar solution and a cotton bud and wipe that off. Okay, I'm going to prime my lips with MAC Prep and Prime Lip Base. Like me, Lzzy Hale likes a smoky eye with some red lipstick, so I'm going to line my lips with a MAC Cherry Pencil. I'm going to follow my usual lip shape that I do, even though she has a more rounded Cupid's bow. I'm also going to fill my lips in as well. Then over the top I'm going to apply this lipstick by Chanel, which is their Rouge pour Couture in number 38, La Fascinate. Then after that I'm going to clean up the excess. Less on the teeth means that your singing is taken more seriously. I'm just blending a little higher in the inner corner of my eyes with the base shadow brush. I haven't added any more product. Alrighty, so that's it. Although I can sing nothing like Lzzy Hale, here's my attempt at her makeup. I hope you enjoyed this Makeover Monday video for Cut Out and Keep. Check the description box for any coupons and a link to my blog for all the product details.
Click the little boxes if you want to see other tutorials of mine. Maxx.
Thanks for watching, and you can check out my Makeover Monday feature on Cut Out and Keep down below.